footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, dissolve the playbook. Bring you our draft prospects preview for the quarterback position. So let's take a look at the quarterbacks. We're going to look at some sleepers and some small school prospects that you want to keep an eye on.
Andrew Luck is my consensus #1 quarterback in this draft. Does everything exceptionally well. He's accurate, he's mobile, great mechanics. He doesn't have the powerful arm, and that's okay because he has great anticipation, and he tends to float passes a little bit too much. He has to learn how to be decisive and get rid of the football, but I still give him a top 5 grade in this draft. Robert Griffin III, the Heisman Trophy winner, is my #2 quarterback in this draft. What I like most about him is his football IQ. He's athletic and he's very accurate deep down the field. Deep ball accuracy is one that's an underrated attribute for a quarterback. He can improve his running recklessness. He has to run with some control and learn to get down. Otherwise, I think he's a tremendous talent and earns a top 15 grade. My next quarterback will be Russell Wilson. I rate him as a top quality quarterback. Reason being, he has tremendous leadership. He's mobile and he has football intelligence. You see what he was able to do the 1 year at Wisconsin. Yes, he holds the football a little bit too long trying to find that open guy. He has to be a little bit more decisive and get rid of the football, but I still give him a high first round grade. This guy I would love to have on my team because he's a winner. I'm going with Brandon Weeden as a tie for my #3 ranked quarterback. He has that live arm. He's very decisive, and that's what you want out of a quarterback. Once he sees the guy about to break open, he throws that football, and that's what I like about him as a quarterback prospect. Yes, he tends to stare down receivers at times, and he can be a little bit rhythmic in his passing, but if he can overcome that, I don't think his age is an issue. That's why I still give him a first round grade. Rounding out my top 5 is Kellen Moore. I like this guy a lot. I don't care about his size. I don't care about his arm strength. I like his anticipation and that he can continuously put the team in the right spot. His decision making is flawless. It's a reason why he had 50 victories in college, won all his big games, also wasn't afraid of the moment, and that's what you want out of a quarterback, and that's why I still give him a second round grade in this draft. Now here's some other top quarterbacks in this 2012 draft. Chandler Harnish is a guy I've ranked right outside of my top 5. This guy has the athleticism. He can take off and run, tremendous leadership, and has really good football skill set. His weaknesses, he has to learn to go through his quarterback progressions, but this guy does everything exceptionally well. I think he's going to rise up in the draft, boys. I give him a second and third round grade. He's going to be a steal for someone in the draft. Next up, Ryan Tannehill out of Texas A&M, 6'4", 225. What I like most is that he is very athletic, was a former wide receiver at Texas A&M. Strong arm. He has a little bit of upside. Reason being, he's still learning to play the quarterback position. Tends to run hot and cold with his reads and with his accuracy, but I think he still warrants a second and third round grade. Case Keenum is up next. This guy totally understands the passing game. He played in a predominantly passing offense, and the fact that he has that great anticipation and the quick release makes him an awesome passer. Now, what I don't like is that when he gets pressured, and you saw in that Southern Miss game, he can be all over the place with his accuracy, and that's why I give him a 4th or 5th round grade. Arizona State's Brock Osweiler is a guy that has some intriguing attributes. 6'8", 240 pounds, rocket arm. I'm talking Jeff George-like arm strength. The problem is he's too confident in that arm and tries to fit balls in there, which leads to interceptions and has some accuracy issues. If he can get that under the control, he can be an intriguing prospect for some team in the NFL. Reminds me a lot of Derek Anderson. Now here's some small college prospects that you want to keep an eye on. Alex Tanney, quarterback out of Division III Monmouth in Illinois, 6'3", 215 pounds. A guy that was a tremendous leader at Monmouth, was a runner-up or a finalist for the Gagliardi Trophy, which is the equivalent to the Heisman Trophy for Division III football. This guy has everything you want. He's tall, he's decisive, he's accurate, and his deep ball accuracy is one that is impressive. Patrick Witt out of Yale, 6'4", 230 pounds, a guy that has a strong arm, very decisive in his throws, and when he sets his foot in the ground, this guy is one of the more accurate passers in the country regardless of division. I think he's going to be a later round prospect, but a guy that's going to develop and be a solid player in the NFL. Now here's some of my quarterback sleepers that have a lot of pro potential. Nick Foles out of Arizona has the size that you want and familiarity with the passing game, but you have to like G.J. Kinney, athleticism. Kirk Cousins, all he did was win at Michigan State. B.J. Coleman is another guy that transferred to Chattanooga but put up impressive numbers and should do great at the next level. Football Game Plan has you covered with all your draft coverage Visit our draft page at footballgameplan.com/draft. Also, like us on Facebook. We have a fan page. Become a fan of ours on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at FBallGamePlan. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel that you're watching right now at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan. Also, listen to our draft analyst Chris James' Draft Prospects Preview Show every Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.